Bitcoin could be on the verge of an explosive rally. But is it the right time to dive in?
Yes, with key factors like the Federal Reserve's rate cuts and institutional support, what should you know?
Stay tuned as we reveal expert predictions and what they mean for your investments. Welcome to Financial Insights in Minutes.
Today, we're summarizing several critical video analyses diving into Bitcoin and broader crypto strategies. Let's kick off with the first video from Altcoin Daily, where they break down the bullish aspects for Bitcoin.
Let's dive right in. Today's hot topic revolves around Bitcoin and why its price could explode in the next few months.
Exactly. Our focus is on 5 significant catalysts that could send Bitcoin skyrocketing. Spoiler alert, you might want to grab a digital wallet.
So what's the big thesis here? Why is Bitcoin expected to surge?
The core thesis is that Bitcoin's price could double due to macroeconomic changes like Federal Reserve rate cuts, political events, and institutional backing from major players like BlackRock.
Let's get to the first key point: interest rate cuts. What's the scoop on that?
The Federal Reserve is poised to cut rates soon, which historically leads to a surge in Bitcoin prices. When rates fell in the past, Bitcoin hit record highs.
What about the political side? Any movers there?
Absolutely. Candidates like Kamala Harris realize they need the crypto vote. If they advocate for positive policies, it could significantly shift public perception and market confidence.
And Trump's role? How does he fit into this?
If Trump wins, he claims to be pro-crypto. This shift could send Bitcoin prices soaring with considerable institutional flows following suit.
Let's make some waves with Wall Street. What's happening there?
BlackRock is buying Bitcoin and opening up more pathways for institutional investors. This could mean a massive inflow of capital into Bitcoin, pushing prices through the roof.
And finally, let's tackle the wealth effect. What's that about?
If Bitcoin climbs to $80,000, it could unleash a wealth effect, prompting many investors to pump money into altcoins, creating a frenzy.
What bold predictions do we have here?
Predictions include Bitcoin hitting $80,000 in the near term, primarily driven by institutional buying and favorable market conditions.
And how about Ethereum? Any numbers to keep an eye on?
Analysts suggest Ethereum could reach $4,000 soon, especially with altcoins responding to Bitcoin's surge.
To wrap it up, what's the takeaway?
Bitcoin seems primed for explosive growth, fueled by a mix of rate cuts, political backing, and heavy institutional investment. Buckle up, everyone.
What should viewers consider moving forward?
Now is the time to consider investing in Bitcoin and crypto. The waves of change are coming. Be part of the tide.
And we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin's trajectory?
Comment below with your predictions, and let's keep the conversation going.
Let's dive right in. Today's hot topic: is it time to leave crypto behind for the next year and a half? Neuner urges investors to reconsider their positions in this unpredictable market.
Exactly. With current market trends showing significant downturns, there's a lot to unpack here. Prepare for some critical insights.
What's the main point that Rand is making about the current market?
The central thesis here is that with crypto prices falling significantly, Bitcoin down nearly 8.73% and Ethereum even more, investing in the market now might not be wise. A strategic pullback could save investors from further losses.
Let's break down those key market performance stats. What's happening with these numbers?
Absolutely. Bitcoin's down almost 9% this past month, while Ethereum's down over 22%. Brutal losses across many altcoins too. This paints a concerning picture for investors.
What about the market's stagnant behavior? How is that affecting investors?
The last 187 days have seen no significant movement. Investors trying to recover losses are making poor trade decisions, often digging themselves deeper into financial trouble.
Is there any hope for recovery on the horizon?
Yes, with even a single green candle in prices, sentiment can shift rapidly. Smart long-term investments will be crucial during this phase.
How should investors approach their crypto portfolios moving forward?
Investors should create a core portfolio focused on robust assets, holding patiently and avoiding speculative trades. This patience is key for surviving rough patches.
What does the current investor sentiment look like?
Right now, investor sentiment is quite skeptical, as reflected in the fluctuating fear and greed index. Many feel trapped and frustrated.
What predictions are emerging about the market's future?
Analysts foresee ongoing volatility in September, driven by external factors. However, one significant price surge can dramatically shift this landscape.
Can we expect any bull run in the near future?
There's potential for a late-year rally, especially if strategic leaders in crypto can leverage current conditions favorably.
Before we wrap this up, what are the key takeaways for our viewers?
Investors must develop sound strategies, focusing on prudent portfolio management and maintaining patience. Those who buckle under pressure may miss great opportunities down the road.
How do you plan to navigate this turbulent time in crypto? We want to hear from you.
Drop your thoughts in the comments, because what you think could steer your fellow investors towards stronger decisions.
Time to navigate these waters of cryptocurrency. Today, we're diving into a bullish forecast for Bitcoin from VanEck.
Yes, the forecast has some eye-popping figures that could reshape our view of Bitcoin's future. Buckle up.
So, what's the core idea behind VanEck's assessment for Bitcoin?
The essence is clear. Despite the current market fear, VanEck sees Bitcoin soaring to dizzying heights by 2050.
Let's break down some key points. What about Bitcoin's performance in September?
Well, traditionally, September's been a tough month, but with an upcoming Fed rate cut, past patterns could really shift.
What does VanEck predict for Bitcoin's future?
They predict Bitcoin could see a worst-case scenario of $130,000, but in a bullish environment, we're talking $52 million.
And the ETF landscape? Any game changers there?
Absolutely. 13 out of 25 ETFs launched this year are focused on Bitcoin or Ether. That's a big vote of confidence.
Now, what does the crystal ball reveal? Any specific predictions coming down the pipeline?
VanEck forecasts that Bitcoin could easily surpass $100,000 by year's end. But remember, investing requires patience.
And what are the implications for institutional investors?
Expect a wave of companies adopting Bitcoin strategies. This could legitimize Bitcoin even further as a serious asset.
To wrap it all up, what's the takeaway from VanEck's insights?
Despite current fears, the outlook for Bitcoin remains optimistic. The fundamentals might shift powerfully as we move towards the end of the year.
As we conclude, we want to hear from you. How do you view Bitcoin's trajectory as we head into the upcoming months?
Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights matter as we explore this exciting frontier together.
Let's dive right in. Today's topic, Bitcoin and the astounding world of numbers. Why is the total cryptocurrency market cap of $2.87 trillion so significant right now?
Here's the full report. Benjamin Cowan highlights intriguing patterns in Bitcoin's market behavior, emphasizing the importance of mathematics.
So what's the core thesis here? How does the beauty of mathematics apply to Bitcoin's value?
The thesis centers on the idea that Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market oscillate between being undervalued and overvalued, driven by complex mathematical trends. It's about understanding those ebbs and flows.
Let's break down those key points. What's the current state of the market?
As of early September 2024, the cryptocurrency market capitalization is around $2.87 trillion. The calculated fair value is approximately $2.89 trillion, implying a slight undervaluation.
Fascinating. What about the historical context?
Absolutely. Patterns from 2012 and 2019 reveal how the market transitions between overvaluation and undervaluation, closely tied to shifts in economic policies.
So, any predictions on where Bitcoin might be heading?
Yes. Speculation suggests Bitcoin's market cap could rise to $10 trillion in upcoming years, contingent on favorable economic policies and potential rate cuts.
Let's talk predictions. What does that mean for the Bitcoin market?
There's potential for the market cap to reach $10 trillion, especially if rate cuts stimulate a surge in buying behavior. But how will that play out in the months ahead?
And those rate cuts, what's the scoop there?
Historically, lower interest rates tend to coax capital into the cryptocurrency market, which could lead to more stable and bullish markets overall.
Wrapping it all up, what are the key takeaways?
It's essential to grasp the mathematical principles influencing Bitcoin's valuation to better understand its wild fluctuations. As they say, what goes up must come down.
Lastly, how do you envision Bitcoin adapting to these upcoming economic changes?
We want to know your opinion. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's navigate through this together.
Let's dive right into today's discussion on the latest happenings in the crypto charts.
Indeed, we're unpacking many insights today. It's crucial to examine why, even with bearish sentiments, there's a glimmer of hope for the crypto market.
What's the key message from Lark's latest market analysis?
The main thesis asserts that current bearish trends in credit card delinquency don't necessarily signal an impending recession for cryptocurrencies.
Let's break down some key points regarding credit card delinquency.
Yes, the current 11% delinquency rate has many nervous, but it usually indicates we are nearing the end of a pain cycle, not at its beginning.
How about those Federal Reserve rate cuts? What should we take away from that?
Excellent question. Rate cuts have often led to market rallies instead of downturns, especially when they're not emergency measures.
What are the future predictions for Bitcoin?
One asset manager projected Bitcoin reaching $2.9 million by 2050. That's quite the optimistic outlook.
What predictions are we looking at?
One prediction hints at a potential market rally, as we typically see significant gains during the fourth quarter. Past trends support this.
And how might politics play into all of this?
An evolving political landscape, especially a pro-crypto administration, could significantly boost market confidence.
To wrap it all up, what's the main takeaway?
The takeaway is to remain strategic in buying opportunities, especially when sentiment seems negative. Smart investors know when to act.
As we wrap up, we want to hear from you. How do you think these market predictions will unfold?
Drop your predictions in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going.
So as we've seen, experts are quite divided on their outlook for Bitcoin.
Absolutely. The Altcoin Daily team has pointed out that we're primed for an explosive rally, but Lark Davis is warning about volatility.
And don't forget Neuner, emphasizing the opportunity in the next 18 months is crucial for strategic investors.
Plus, VanEck's analysts boost our confidence with their bullish forecasts centered around institutional investments.
That's right. It seems Bitcoin's future could indeed be bright, but the risks remain very real.
Thank you so much for joining us. If you gained insights from today's discussion, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
And don't miss out on our upcoming videos where we continue to unpack the intricacies of this fascinating market.
Till next time, keep your investments educated and informed.